Have you ever glanced at a penny and thought, it's just 1 cent? Well, what if I told you that one tiny copper coin from 1982 could be worth over $2.40 million today? Yes, you heard that right. A coin you might have tossed into a jar or dropped under your car seat could change your life forever. Now, before you laugh and say, who in the world gets rich from pennies? Let me remind you, every millionaire started somewhere. And sometimes that somewhere is a 1 cent coin hiding in plain sight. But hold on, don't run to your coin jar just yet, because not every 1982 penny is worth millions. Only a few rare mistakes in history turned ordinary change into extraordinary fortune. And if you own one of these, your luck might just take a millionaire-sized leap. Let's rewind time to 1982, a year of change, literally. The U.S. Mint made a historic decision. They switched the Lincoln penny's metal composition. Before 1982, pennies were made of 95% copper, but due to rising copper prices, that became too expensive. So, mid-year, they changed to zinc coins coated with copper. Same look, completely different inside. Now here's where the magic and the money begins. During this transition, a mix-up happened. Some pennies were accidentally struck with the old copper planchets, while others with the new zinc ones. The mint never told the public how. Many slipped through, but collectors soon noticed something strange. Certain 1982 pennies weighed more, looked slightly different, and rang with a deeper tone when dropped. That tiny difference became a multi-million-dollar secret. Collectors found that there were 7 different variations of the 1982 Lincoln penny: small date, large date, copper, zinc, Philadelphia, Denver. Each combination with its own mystery and potential fortune. And here's the kicker, one of these varieties, the 1982D small date copper penny ***, is so rare that experts estimate fewer than May 10th exist today. In auctions, this coin has fetched astronomical prices, even crossing into the $1 million range. So, when we say your pocket change could be life-changing, we're not exaggerating. Now, I know what you're thinking. Wait, you mean I might have used a $2.4 million coin to buy a pack of gum back in high school? Yes, it's possible. And no, sadly, the store clerk isn't sending it back. So here's what you can do. Grab a simple digital scale and check your pennies. If your 1982 penny weighs around 3.1 grams, it's copper. If it weighs 2.5 grams, it's zinc. And if you've got a 1982D small date that's 3.1 grams, stop everything. Don't blink. You might be holding history. People across the United States, ordinary folks, retirees, even teenagers, are discovering these coins in jars, drawers, and old boxes. Some didn't even realize what they had until collectors or appraisers told them. Do you know this penny could pay for your house? And right now, the coin market is on fire. Collectors are paying record-breaking prices for rare Lincoln cents, especially those from 1982. So, if you've ever wondered whether those old coins sitting in your home could mean something, today might be your sign to finally check. Because here's the truth, opportunities like this don't stay secret for long. As more people discover and sell, the supply shrinks and values shift. Those who act now, those who take that moment to look, to weigh, to verify, are the ones who walk away with the reward. Imagine the next time someone says, it's just a penny. You smile and think, not this one. So here's my question to you. If you found out tomorrow that one coin in your house was worth millions, would you even know it? Don't answer yet, because in my next video, I'll show you exactly how to spot the rare 1982 penny variations, the ones that could turn you from coin collector to overnight millionaire. Make sure you're subscribed, hit that bell. And maybe, just maybe, your next penny will be the one that changes everything. Would you like me to write the next episode script? The follow-up cliffhanger, one that teaches how to identify the rare 1982 penny step by step with emotional storytelling? It'll perfectly continue this story. Soft dramatic music begins. Camera zooms slowly on a shiny Lincoln penny. Have you ever held a simple penny in your hand and thought, asterisk, this little coin could change my entire life? Asterisk sounds crazy, right? It's just 1 cent worth almost nothing. But what if I told you that a 2014 Lincoln penny, the kind still hiding in millions of people's pockets, has been valued at over $2.2 million? Yes, you heard that right. A single cent, turning ordinary people into overnight millionaires. Now, before you laugh it off and toss that penny back into your change jar, wait. Because by the time you finish watching this video, you might just run straight to your wallet, your car seats, and every old jar in your house. But how does a coin from just a decade ago become so valuable? Why are collectors going crazy for it? And what hidden clue could reveal if the penny you already own might be one of the $1 million ones? Stay with me, because by the end, I'll show you exactly what to look for, how to identify the rare error, and how your penny could make history. Let's rewind the clock a little. The year is 2014. Most people are scrolling through their phones, buying coffee, and tossing change into tip jars. And yet, in the middle of all the normal everyday life, something strange happens at the U.S. Mint. A few 2014 Lincoln pennies roll off the production line carrying microscopic mistakes, tiny minting errors invisible to the casual eye. These weren't just ordinary defects. These were once-in-a-generation misprints, flaws so unique that collectors call them the asterisk. Golden errors. Asterisk 1 had a double die strike, where Lincoln's image appeared twice in a faint shadow. Another had a missing mint mark, while some bore a rare metal composition flaw, giving the coin a slightly off-color sheen. Most people spent these coins without ever realizing it. They went into circulation, into wallets, vending machines, even piggy banks. And here's where it gets exciting. Those who stumbled upon them years later, during routine cleanouts or coin roll hunts, suddenly realized their fortune. Imagine this. You're a teenager, counting pocket change for gas money, and one of your pennies ends up on auction, fetching over $2.2 million. It's happened before. And it's happening again. But how do you know if your 2014 penny is special? That's the $1 million question. Literally. Look closely under the date. Check for doubling, unusual texture, or any irregular spacing between letters. If you spot even the slightest distortion, don't clean it, don't scratch it, and don't spend it. That could be your ticket to financial freedom. And before you rush off to grab your magnifying glass, just remember, no, shining a flashlight through your penny won't make it worth more. But what will make it valuable is rarity, condition, and proof that your coin is one of the error batch. Still think it's impossible? Well, people said the same thing about the 1943 copper penny, until it sold for $1.7 million. History has a funny way of repeating itself, doesn't it? Now let's talk about why this matters today. There are millions of 2014 pennies still floating around the U.S., in jars, drawers, and gas station cash registers. But the rare error versions are disappearing fast. Every day, someone unknowingly spends a small fortune at the corner store. That's why collectors are searching relentlessly. The longer you wait, the harder it becomes to find one. Here's the truth. The difference between a 1-cent coin and a $2.2 million treasure could be as small as a hairline crack or a slight misprint. So ask yourself, are you going to keep ignoring those pennies lying around your house? Or will you finally start looking at them differently? Because in a world where prices go up and opportunities seem harder to find, sometimes the change you already have can change everything. Here's your challenge. Right after this video, grab every 2014 penny you can find. Check the date. Look under the microscope of curiosity. You might laugh at first, but if one coin like that is out there, there's no reason one couldn't be yours. And before I show you the exact close-up images of the rare 2014 penny that sold for millions, make sure you hit subscribe, because next week, I'll reveal a 2017 Lincoln penny that's quietly breaking auction records right now. And nobody's talking about it. YET.SO, don't blink. Your next penny could be your first million. Would you like me to include timestamps and visual direction, B-roll, zooms, background music cues, for a complete YouTube-ready version of this script that can help make it more cinematic and professional for upload? Have you ever looked at a simple penny and thought, asterisk, could this little coin actually change my life? Asterisk, well, buckle up, because today we're diving into one of the most shocking discoveries in U.S. coin history, the 1992 Lincoln penny, a coin so ordinary looking, yet worth over $2.1 million to the right collector. Now, before you rush to check your piggy bank, let's slow down. This isn't just another rare coin story. This is about how a small, forgotten cent turned everyday people into millionaires overnight. So grab your old change jars, your coin albums, maybe even that drawer full of junk pennies you've been ignoring, because what I'm about to reveal could literally be hiding right under your nose. And who knows, by the end of this video, you might be holding history in your hands. It all started in 1992, when the U.S. Mint made a subtle change to the Lincoln penny's design. Most people never noticed. Why would they? It was just a penny. Same color, same face, same copper tone. But buried in those millions of coins was something extraordinary. A transitional error. That's a coin struck with the wrong design pairing. You see, in 1993, the Mint slightly redesigned the reverse of the Lincoln cent. The letters and spacing on America were adjusted. But a few 1992 coins accidentally got struck with that new 1993 reverse, creating one of the rarest modern coin varieties ever discovered. Collectors call it the 1992 Close AM Lincoln penny, and here's where the story takes a wild turn. Asterisk, asterisk, ACT2, rising action, suspense, emotion, and urgency. Asterisk, asterisk, imagine this. One quiet evening, a man sorting through his pocket change spots something odd. The spacing between the A and M on the word America looked tighter than usual. He leans closer, squints under a lamp, compares it to another penny, and his heart starts racing. He just found a close AM variety, and within weeks, it sold for hundreds of thousands of dollars. Asterisk, asterisk, fast forward to recent years. The 1992 Close AM penny has shattered expectations at auctions, with top condition coins selling for over $2.10 million. Let that sink in. A penny, something you drop in a couch cushion, worth more than a mansion. Now here's where it gets real for you. There are still dozens of these coins in circulation, lost in drawers, sitting in jars, or jingling in car cup holders across America. Collectors estimate fewer than 20 are confirmed, which means the next one could be yours. So ask yourself, when was the last time you really looked at your change? Or are you letting history slip through your fingers every single day? And hey, before you run to the nearest convenience store asking the cashier to trade pennies, calm down. You might scare them off when you start shouting about close AMs and million-dollar cents. Instead, keep watching, because I'm about to tell you exactly what to look for and how to know if you've got the real deal. Here's the secret. Flip your 1992 penny and look closely at the word America. If the A and M are touching, you might have something extraordinary. In normal pennies, there's a clear gap, a tiny space between those letters. But in this rare variety, that space disappears. It's called the close AM, and it's a microscopic difference that makes million-dollar waves. Check the designer's initials too. Look for FG near the Lincoln Memorial. If it's crisp and slightly farther from the building's base, that's another strong clue. Now imagine finding that in your kids' piggy bank or in a forgotten coffee can full of cents. Imagine what that single discovery could do for your life. Pay off your home, buy a new car, secure your family's future. Sounds unbelievable, right? But so did the idea of a $1 coin worth $3 million. Until it happened. Here's the truth. We walk past opportunity every single day. It jingles in our pockets, hides in our change trays, and stares back at us from the palm of our hands. And yet, most people never look closely enough to see the miracle they're holding. The 1992 close AM Lincoln penny is more than just a coin. It's a reminder that fortune favors the observant. The people who slow down, notice the details, and take action when others shrug and say, "It's just a penny." So here's my challenge to you. Tonight, grab a magnifying glass, dig through that jar of coins, and look carefully, because that little brown cent could be your ticket to a completely different life. And when you find it, and I truly believe some of you will, you won't just be holding copper. You'll be holding a piece of American history worth millions. Now, here's the kicker. If the 1992 penny can be worth over $2.1 million, what about the rare pennies from 1995, 1983, or even 2017 that collectors are still hunting for today? Some of those could make the 1992 look cheap. Want to know which ones they are? Stick around, because in my next video, I'm revealing the top 5 modern Lincoln pennies that could make you a millionaire overnight. Hit that subscribe button, turn on the bell, and don't miss it, because the next fortune might already be sitting in your wallet. Would you like me to make this into a voiceover style version with pacing notes and emotional cues? For example, pause here, raise tone, whisper tone for suspense. It would sound like a cinematic narration, perfect for a viral YouTube coin video. Have you ever looked at a penny and thought, "It's just 1 cent"? Well, what if I told you that the next penny you hold could be worth $2.5 million? Sounds insane, right? But stay with me, because today we're diving deep into the unbelievable story of the 2017 Lincoln penny that's shocking collectors, changing lives, and making ordinary people millionaires overnight. Now, before you rush to check your piggy bank or that dusty coin jar, let me ask you, when was the last time you really looked at your change? Because right now, millions of Americans are spending tiny fortunes without even knowing it. And yes, I mean literal fortunes hiding in plain sight. In your pockets, your car cup holder, maybe even under your couch cushion. Asterisk, asterisk, transition, asterisk, asterisk. But here's where things get fascinating. How did a simple, modern penny, minted in 2017, not 1917, end up becoming one of the most hunted coins in U.S. history? Let's rewind for a moment. In 2017, the Denver Mint produced over 4 billion Lincoln pennies. Most were ordinary copper-plated zinc coins worth exactly 1 cent, but among them, a few coins came out different, strange, unique, and valuable beyond imagination. Some were struck on experimental planchets. Others had minting errors so rare that even the most advanced collectors couldn't believe their eyes. Double dies, off-center strikes, missing layers, each one a golden ticket disguised as copper. Now here's the twist. One of these 2017 pennies was discovered with a deep strike anomaly and unusual metal composition. Experts examined it, verified it, and the bidding war began. When the dust settled, that tiny coin, a coin you could have spent on a gumball, sold for $2.5 million. Think about that. 1 cent into $2.5 million. That's a 250 million% return on investment. Still think checking your change is a waste of time? I mean, imagine explaining that to your friends. "Yeah, I didn't win the lottery. I just found a penny worth more than a Lamborghini." They'd probably laugh until you show them the check. But here's where the story gets intense. Experts believe there are more 2017 era pennies still in circulation. Right now, being spent every day at gas stations, grocery stores, coffee shops, sliding through cash registers unnoticed. Some might even be sitting in your change jar this very second. The clock is ticking, and the question isn't if someone will find the next $1,000,000 penny, it's who will find it first. Asterisk, and that's why coin hunters across the US are on high alert. Collectors, resellers, even retirees cleaning out their drawers. Everyone's searching for that telltale sign, the small D mint mark under the date 2017 and a surface that looks just slightly off. So what can you do? Start simple. Check your coins, especially your 2017 D Lincoln pennies. Look for signs of doubling in the date, unusual luster, or a slightly misaligned strike. Even minor errors can mean thousands of dollars. Get them appraised by a trusted coin dealer or submit them to PCGS or NGC for grading. Because what looks like a common penny could be your ticket to financial freedom. And here's the truth. Every great fortune starts with awareness. While some people ignore opportunity because it looks too small, others recognize that greatness often hides in plain sight. That's what this story is about. Not just a coin worth millions, but a reminder that sometimes value doesn't come from size. It comes from discovery. So before you go, ask yourself one question. What if the next penny you spend is worth $2.50 million? You might laugh it off now, but someone somewhere is about to find another 2017 D Lincoln penny, and when they do, their life will never be the same. Don't let that person be someone else. Start looking. Start checking. Because the next millionaire might just be you. Would you like me to make this script longer, 10-minute version, with more storytelling, history of the Lincoln penny, and detailed emotional pacing for YouTube narration timing? Have you ever glanced at a penny and thought, asterisk, it's just 1 cent, right? Asterisk, well, what if I told you that a 2011 D Lincoln penny, yes, that tiny copper coin lying forgotten in your car cup holder, could be worth up to $2.3 million today? Sounds insane. Sure does. But stay with me, because in the next few minutes, I'm going to show you exactly why this small piece of metal is turning ordinary people into overnight millionaires across the US now. Before you laugh and toss your spare change away, remember this. History is full of people who ignored what was right in front of them. You might be sitting on a fortune without even realizing it. So let's dig in. Literally, grab your coin jar. You might thank yourself later. Asterisk, asterisk, Act 2. The story behind the $1 million penny. The rise of the 2011 D. Asterisk, asterisk, the story begins in 2011. The U.S. Mint in Denver strikes millions of Lincoln cents, just like any other year. On the surface, nothing unusual. The familiar Lincoln portrait on the front, the Union shield on the back, a design symbolizing strength and unity. But here's where it gets fascinating. Out of those millions of coins, a tiny handful emerged with microscopic errors. We're talking minting flaws, slight double dies, plating irregularities, misaligned dies, and even off-center strikes. To the average person, these look like nothing. A small bump, a weird shine, a subtle line. But to coin collectors, those little imperfections are pure gold. And here's the kicker. The rarest of these 2011 D pennies, preserved in near-perfect condition, fetched a jaw-dropping $2.3 million at a private auction. Imagine trading 1 cent for more than a mansion. You might think, why would anyone pay that much for a penny? Well, because rarity meets history. When a coin like this appears, collectors go into frenzy mode. And when collectors battle, the price skyrockets faster than Bitcoin during a bull run. Now, pause for a second. Think about how many 2011 D pennies you've touched in your life. Hundreds? Maybe thousands? What iota of them was worth millions? Still think your coin jar is just clutter? Humor plus curiosity reset. Asterisk, asterisk, and hey, before you go running to your nearest pawn shop with a bucket of pennies yelling, I'm rich. Slow down. Not every coin will buy you a yacht, but some will buy you freedom. Because in this hidden world of coin collecting, knowledge is power. Knowing what to look for could be the difference between tossing a treasure or turning it into a life-changing payday. Let's talk reality. Across America, thousands of people, young and old, are waking up to the idea that wealth doesn't always come from Wall Street. Sometimes, it jingles in your pocket. If you're someone sitting at home, maybe struggling, maybe dreaming of a better future, this is your wake-up call. The coins in your hands carry history, mystery, and in rare cases, millions of dollars. Start by checking every 2011 penny you find. Look closely for doubling on the date, weird shine near the shield, or any misalignment around the edges. Use a magnifying glass, take a photo, research online coin value databases. Because one tiny discovery can flip your entire financial story. And here's where urgency kicks in. Collectors are racing to find these before they vanish into private vaults forever. Once they're gone, they're gone. You don't want to be the one saying asterisk, "I had that coin once. I just didn't know." Now, here's the real twist. The 2011 isn't the only modern penny hiding shocking value. There's another Lincoln cent, even newer, quietly making waves for a completely different reason, and its current bids are already over $1 million. So before you log off, hit that subscribe button, because in my next video, I'll reveal the modern penny that's beating even the 2011 in collector wars. Your next penny could be your passport to fortune. So keep your eyes open, keep your change close, and never underestimate the power of 1 cent. Would you like me to add timestamps and voice cues ***, like dramatic pauses, tone shifts, or scene changes, to make it ready for YouTube voiceover narration style that will make it sound like a professional documentary mixed with viral storytelling?